Turn up!
Okay, hey guys, and today we're gonna talk about Bill Cipher. Well, I show a couple images of him and stuff. But we're actually gonna be talking about why does Bill Cipher dwell in our world so much? I mean, if you think about it, he's probably banished from this world. But this canon secret, he burned his own dimension. I mean, who burns their own dimension? But, so he does that. But the reason he's dwelling in our dimension is so he could set us free, he says. But he's probably tricking us, like he usually does. I'm kidding, we're not talking about why Bill Cipher dwells in our dimension. We're talking about who he is. Bill Cipher is, let's just say, evil Dorito of Gravity Falls. And see this prophecies and everything like that explain like everything in the show. You have to watch the show before you watch this video, but he's a being of the second dimension. Well, if you think about it, he's flat. Second dimension is flat, 2D. 3D, when it comes into our dimension, takes physical form in our dimension, becomes 3D. Becomes part of our third dimension. And so then, but the mindscape, which he enters usually, because he's a dream demon, is the fourth dimension. So that's why he appears to us like a god. And has all these powers. But if he had that, then why would he want something to do with ours if he's got the godly fourth dimension? I'll tell you why. Because it's slowly decaying because of him. Very, very slowly decaying. Because Bill Cipher abused it. And he was banished to Earth to find them until he found them a new dimension to live in. It kind of makes sense. But what about his family? I mean, nothing just forms out of nothing. So he probably just, what do you think happened to his family? Well, they're probably all dead. Not dead, actually. They're probably all some form on Earth. Like Gomper is, the goat has like elongated pupils. But when he was younger, they were more elongated, but they had a little point on them. So probably one of his family is in the goat. Another one of them is probably one in, I don't know, actually. But, yeah, something. So, but what is the point of him just dwelling on our dimension? Well, I'll tell you. See, when he started dwelling in our dimension, then he got, I guess, used to it. He doesn't want to go back to the fourth dimension because it's rotting and burning because of him. So he tries to take over the third dimension, like I told you, because he was banished to do that until he found them, until he got it. But that means destroying humans. But why don't they just live together? Here, I'll tell you. Because Bill Cipher doesn't care about living together. That's why all his family is stuck in something on Earth. So that makes sense to me. Anyway, so he doesn't care. So if he destroys the third dimension, then they don't really have anywhere to go. So for the second dimension, which is where he dwells, that's why he's so flat. Second dimension, 2D. And so this surprised me at first that he is actually not like Illuminati. This dude, when I have Journal 3, is going to help us way more. But anyway, so he kinda, how do I say it? Is a butt. See, plus, if he takes physical form and he obtains godly powers, then he could actually, we could see him without that when he's not in our minds. But to me, this made no sense. I mean, right? Why would he just take physical form just so we could see him and take over our, when he could just force the leader, when he could just, go into everyone's mind and make them commit suicide. Because he is a psycho and he likes seeing people and he likes torturing people. And see what I mean? When he takes physical form, he could do stuff like that, this picture. He could take 3D and he could pretty much destroy you. And this is why we must never let him reach physical form. And then why wouldn't, Bill Cipher just, save his own dimension? Because he can't. He's banished. So, really, how does he attain his powers? Well, because the fourth dimension, if we came there, we would see a bunch of, we'd be so puny. But if he comes to our dimension, he's pretty much a god. He will live forever. Plus, he, regenerate its eye. Even if it gets pulled out, he just regenerates it. How? Because he's in the fourth dimension. See, that makes sense. And the cipher wheel explains it all. Because the heart is Robbie. The glasses, who was Fiddleford or Old Man McGuckin. The question mark is Seuss. The bag of ice is the bag of ice is Wendy. The claw is Grunkle. The tree is Dipper. And shooting star is Mabel. And the llama is Pacifica Northwest. And six-fingered hand is, who is it again? Ford, Stan Ford. And the telepathy symbol is obviously Gideon. So this is an ancient prophecy, and it totally makes sense. Because then it's the only way you stop him. Right? Only way. But what if it doesn't work? Like it did in the TV show. See? This is why he's got infinite power. He is a god. He's a god. But there's only one person that could probably, stop him. And that is his father. His father is the only one who isn't trapped in something on Earth, let's just say. But doesn't it make sense? Think about it. Why else would he be banished to get our world? Right? And why would he be so mad when we stop him? Right? See, it's because he's trying to impress his dad. And it completely makes sense, doesn't it? See? The rest of his family abused him, even his dad. So he saw this as his chance to impress him. And like I said, this was his chance. But because Dipper and Mabel stopped him, he's trapped in that stupid Stan's head. And he's probably still there. Because how would Stan regain his memories without Bill's cipher not being permanently wiped out? See? This. Right there. Or he's trapped in the statue. One of the two, right? So, yeah. This completely makes sense to me. But why doesn't he take the 2D dimension? Well, because he's already been doing there, he knows how boring it is, so that's the way. But how come Bill doesn't, just, ask if they could just live in harmony? Because Bill's a psycho, and yeah. So this is why he is dwelling in our world so much. He's banished.